Long ago, in the time before time began, the great realm of Uir prospered under the guardianship of the benevolent Order of Knights, who protected and guided the people of its many kingdoms. These knights were known as the Order of the Thorne. The price of peace is not so easily won. For where there is good, evil is not far behind.
Technically, it would be in the queue with no tacos. That's what happened.
These are the stories of the Knights of the Order of the Thorne and their many adventures.
Of the Starship Enterprise. Listen to that music. See if I can find any current game trivia on this. I'm gonna look it up on my phone. Oh no, the game's starting.
Hello there, young bard. It's quite a tune you're playing.
Thank you, sir. It was written by my father. I keep all of his songs in my book of songs.
Oh, you play very well. What brings you to this crossroads, though?
I am on my way to the Fairy Kingdom to accept the King's challenge.
Whoa, that's quite the undertaking, lad.
I know. It's not for the foolhardy, but I truly wish to participate.
Of course, lad. King Killairn's yearly challenge is a renowned contest of cunning and bravery. One never knows what the Fairy King has in mind for his challengers from year to year, but it is always a true contest of honor.
The truth is, I need inspiration. You see, I want to compose the greatest ballad ever written.
The King's challenge would make a very fitting event to compose a song about indeed.
I've always wanted to be a brave and good bard like my father. Now is my chance.
Who was your father?
His name was Donald of Galway. He was a bard, but also served in...
Ah, I knew your father. He served the Order of the Thorne well. I heard him sing once in Glen Morgana. His voice inspired the weary when we thought we couldn't go on.
Thank you, sir. You see, I want to honor his legacy.
Yeah, it's Robin Hood.
Sacrifice.
Aye, I believe you will, son. Well, good luck to you,
Finn. I'm Finn the Bard.
A well-met Finn. Well, I am off to pursue the duties of my cloak. Peace be with you, Finn.
You too, brother...
Owen. My name is Brother Owen. It was a pleasure to meet you.
You as well, Ewan.
3 weeks later.
The day of the challenge had arrived.
What does that say? Crayon? Naoimb. I don't. What the heck? Naoimb. Home of the fairy court.
Throngs of people came from all over Cran Naoimb, the home of the fairy court, to discover what this year's challenge would be. The hopeful challengers all assembled in the throne room of the fairy court to hear what King Quilhairn had to say.
If the challenge is to beat Finn the Bard, we've won already. Just to be clear.
Welcome, challengers. I am pleased to see so many of you come forth. Once every 10 years, I issue a call for the best and brightest of my subjects. Today, the 7 of you have answered, and I am honored by your presence in my court. This year, I have created a challenge that, while quite simple in concept,
Only
should
7?
prove to be most taxing and adventurous for you. My wife, your queen, has volunteered to be hidden somewhere in this land until a champion can find her. She is hidden within the boundaries of our lands. From the path exiting the realm to the east, to the edge of the spider forest to the west. Within these vast and varied locales, she could be hidden anywhere. The prize for finding the queen is the same as it ever was. The champion will win the right to one wish from your king, whatever is within my power to grant, and the title of Champion of the Fairy Realm. This task will not be easy, but I have faith that one of you 7 brave challengers will find her. Now, if you
Or
please,
die trying.
let us make introductions. Tell me of yourself. I wish to know something of my
the
challenges.
challengers.
Your Majesty, I am Gowan, Knight of the Kingdom of Stoneland. I am the bravest and most feared knight in my kingdom, and I have come to win this challenge, as is my destiny.
Welcome to the challenge,
He's
Sir
a bite.
Gowan.
Oh, yes, absolutely, Majesty. They call me Chaka, and I'm from the fairy realm myself. And well, I just thought it might be fun. I've always wanted to go on a quest.
Welcome,
Nerd.
Chaka.
Pleased to meet you, Your Majesty. I'm Snowy, and this is my friend Red. We have dedicated our lives to helping other people, so finding the Queen would be the ideal task for us.
Oh, yes, Your Majesty. It would be
Wait.
amazing and fantastic.
You're
It's
two
a pleasure
people?
to have such fine ladies in this year's challenge. Welcome. I am Fowlin, Your Majesty, friend of the fairy realm and adventurer. I've heard of your exploits, friend
Nerd.
Fowlin. You must tell me one day about your legendary defeat of the evil Lord Sinister. It is a story that I'd very much like to hear from you. I'd be honored to tell the tale, Your Majesty, although I must admit the versions of it I have heard told in taverns since have been somewhat exaggerated, sire. I'm sure. Tales are always better when they are true. Welcome to the challenge, Fowlin.
I am Abaddon, High Priest of the Kingdom of Rosette.
Wow,
I
he's
was
a big
sent by your
nerd.
brother, the King of Rosette, to participate in this challenge.
My brother always sends his best. I am sure you are most welcome here.
I shall be the one to find your queen, Majesty, have no doubt.
Do not let pride stand in your way, Abaddon. It is perhaps a fatal flaw in some. Nonetheless, I wish you my best.
Hello, Your Majesty. My name is Finn, and
That's
I only
me.
just arrived in this land. I am a bard, but I travel and play songs for my lodgings and food.
Hello, Finn. A bard is always welcome in my realm. Although I must say, most minstrels are better dressed.
I apologize for my attire, Your Majesty. I was waylaid on my journey by bandits, and I was only left with my traveling clothes.
Your attire isn't important, young bard. Only your heart and spirit. I look forward to hearing you play
Did you
once
hear
the challenge
that?
is over. Now, I wish to thank you all, challengers.
In your kingdom.
Before you leave, I shall
I was
offer you each a
mugged.
royal gold coin. This coin is your proof that you are a participant in the King's Challenge. It will not only imbue you with honor and allow you access to places in my kingdom that are often difficult to reach, but you will also be required to present it to the guards to re-enter the village of Cran Naom. Now, to my brave and bright 7, let the challenge begin.
Well, the game begins.
Now,
Time to
why
find
are
the
only
queen.
7? Why are there only 7 participants? I feel like a once every 10 years opportunity would get more than 7 people. Like I'm already downing this. And 3 of them are from the Fairy Kingdom, which is he's the Fairy King. So 3 are kind of locals, right? Like, I feel like there would be a crowd, like thousands of people would want to participate in the challenge. Like, It's anything the king has the ability to grant you. I mean, he could give you, I want land and money and whatever. I want to never have, my wish is to never want for anything. I mean, he's not a genie either, so it's not like he's gonna, like, do genie tricks on you, you know? Anyway, it says, well, the game begins. Time to find the queen. Yeah, let's read the tutorial.
To solve this game, you'll need to explore the fairy kingdom, talking to the people and learning as much as you can about the queen. It's normal in this game to gather an eclectic collection of items in your inventory. Try using your inventory in unique ways on people, objects, or other items. There is always a solution to any given puzzle, and there are no situations where you can get into an unwinnable position.
No soft locks!
As you move your mouse around the screen, points of interest will be identified and their name will be displayed near the bottom of the screen. Left-clicking the mouse will interact with those points.
Left click.
Otherwise, it will move Finn to the location clicked. Right-clicking the mouse will look at a point of interest and give a description.
Man, I missed Look in Maniac Mansion so much. I never realized how much I love the Look command.
Moving the mouse to the top of the screen will activate the inventory window and will also allow you to access the control panel and the loot panel.
The loot panel? We're gonna be looting things?
Hello there. How is your search for the queen going?
Oh, that? No, I gave up already. It seemed like a lot of walking, and I'm more content to just stay in town here.
Oh, well, okay then. Well, have fun.
Oh, I am! Dropping pebbles into the fountain is very relaxing.
Take care, Chucker.
Same to you, Mr. Bard.
You also got a free gold coin.
You don't need a drink at the moment. This fountain was commissioned by the Queen many years ago. It's quite beautiful.
I don't know. Was there like a... No, okay. What's this? What's this? Lamppost.
This lamp was placed here by an evil witch in a rage, but her anger has turned to good with it lighting the way for the court ever since. You are in the west part of Cran Neoim, the fairy village. Citizens walk about, happy and content with their lives in this beautiful town. You note the library to the north and the general store to the west.
Do I have inventory? I have 1 gold coin and a songbook. Hey, hey!
That fairy, you don't have time.
Oh.
You really don't want to drink.
Oh, what's this? It's a house.
It's the back of a wood.
Let's go in the library. We can do research.
This book appears to be a history of the royal family. Flicking through the pages, you see family genealogies going back almost a millennia. That's interesting. It says that some of the royal family in ages past could transform themselves into the shapes of other people or creatures.
That is interesting.
This book appears to be a history of the last great fairy war. Flipping through the pages of the book, you come to an interesting section. And in the last days of the war, the evil Lord Sinister gathered his armies of Vesparum and flew against the forces of good which were gathered at the foot of the Mirror Mountains.
Ah, I see you found my copy of the History of the Fairy Wars. Interesting stuff, no?
Yes, certainly. Although I've never heard of these Vesperum before. Who are they?
Ah, yes, the Vesparum. They're an abomination created by the evil Lord Sinister during the war. They're purely evil creatures, created for the sole purpose of doing Lord Sinister's bidding.
They sound nasty.
Evil.
Oh, yes. There's accounts of them looking like angry wasps crossed with fairy folk. That Lord Sinister created them by infusing the blood of fairy with that of other creatures. Luckily, they've not been seen since the end of the Great War a century ago.
Oh no, well, we're talking about him now.
Hello there, librarian.
Ah, another challenger. Good, good.
Can you help me locate the queen at all?
Sorry, I can't. I can assist you if you come across something you've not seen before. There's sure to be a book in here about it, but otherwise you're on your own.
Well, that's good to know. I can get help if I need it.
I can tell you that you might want to have a look at some of the books in here. There's an open book on the desk upstairs, the Book of the Fairies, which will tell you more about the realm if you need it.
Thank you very much. I certainly appreciate it.
Look at how long my ears are.
What can you tell me about Cranneoin?
Oh, this is a marvelous and magical place, the center of the fairy realm itself. I feel blessed every day that I live here. We even have a monastery of the Order of the Thorne in town. There is also a beautiful monument to the fairy people on the Isle of the Honored.
What can you tell me about the Order of the Thorne?
The Order of the Thorne is a venerable order of knights and monks who have pledged their lives to be an active force of good in this world.
So they're a religious order?
Yes, they serve a deity known as the Unknown God.
The Unknown God? If he's unknown, how do they know how to serve him?
A good question, and one you could probably ask the monk at the monastery. I think their unknown god isn't a specific deity as such, but instead is a placeholder for other gods whose names and nature aren't known. That's only my personal theory, though, and it's probably best not to repeat this to a member of the Order. Of course, most people just see the Order as benevolent knights and monks who help others.
Thanks. That's really very interesting.
They live by a very strict and time-honored code of conduct as well. There's a new monk at the monastery now,
Man, he's
too.
a talker, huh? Well, I mean, I guess he is a
What
librarian.
can you tell me about the monk?
Brother Kunshin arrived in the village a month or so ago, and he's been busy repairing the monastery since. The place had been abandoned for the last few years since Brother Choden passed away, bless his memory. I don't know much about Brother Kunshin from before he arrived. You'd best ask him yourself.
Do you know the Order's code of conduct?
Indeed I do. Here it is. To protect the weak and defenseless. To give help or assistance, especially in times of difficulty, to anyone who requires. To despise monetary reward. To fight for the welfare of all. To obey those placed in authority.
Despise
to persevere
monetary
to the
reward?
end in any enterprise begun. To never refuse a challenge from an equal.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the Isle of the Honored?
The Isle is a sacred place for the fairy realm. It is a cemetery for those who have died defending the realm against its enemies. If you get the chance, you should certainly visit there. The last time we added names there, it was when Lord Sinister attempted a war.
What can you tell me of Lord Sinister?
Now there's a name that conjures up images of the past.
He
was
sounds
a
pretty
powerful
sinister.
warlord, and rumored to be a great warlock as well. He sought to control all the land under his direct order. When he was alive, it was the last time the realm was involved in war. It was said he was killed by a fairy warrior named Fairlan, who I believe is participating in this year's challenge with you.
Goodbye, librarian. Thank you for your assistance.
No problem, my boy. Knowledge is power.
You don't need any books.
We go up the stairs. They said an open book up here.
You thumb through the book, reading the beautiful script written within. You briefly read a bit about the history of the fairy realm. and how the magic power of the great tree of Cran Neoim not only protects this valley, but other surrounding kingdoms. An old map falls out, which you quickly pick up. Having studied the map of the Fairy Kingdom, you feel you know your way around the kingdom a bit better.
Hey, I got the map.
This looks like an interesting book, Heroic Tunes for a Heroic Lute, by Koigreach the Great.
I take it?
This looks Divine Secrets of the Recurrence Suggestion.
Okay. I'm not gonna look at all the books. I'm not doing it. Okay, so if I need help with
Librarian, this old map fell out of the Book of Fairies.
Oh, please, feel free to keep it. It's just an old copy I made for just such an occasion.
Thank you very much. I'm sure this will be helpful.
I don't think I can yoink anything. Well, now the music's different, so... You think they'll just give me stuff?
Ah, a customer. Welcome to my humble store, Bard. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Come in, lad. Take a look around. I've got some housekeeping to do, Bard. Tell me if anything catches your eye.
I can turn it down. Or up. Let's save. Oh, I didn't save it. I actually have to hit save. What's it? What are the other achievements?
Welcome to the achievements panel.
Oh. Okay.
You don't require any.
Could I have that soup?
Oh no, that's my lunch. Why would you want it?
It just looks really delicious, and I'd love to drink it.
Sorry, I'm rather looking forward to it myself. I mean, if you needed it, we could make a deal. But right now, I'm gonna eat it later.
Oh, I don't need it. It just smelled so good. Mmm, chicken soup.
Chicken soup is really tasty.
Is the only thing in here chicken soup?
You're a lover.
Chicken noodle!
But where would you keep your loot?
That poor armor. Once belonged to a fella who fell into a monstrous pit. He never got out alive, despite all the rumors and stories people told.
Ooh, an empty jar.
What could I trade you for this jar, shopkeeper?
My personal supplies are running quite low, so I'll ask you to get me a royal mushroom in exchange for the jar.
I've never heard of a royal mushroom. What do they look like?
A royal mushroom looks the same as any normal mushroom, but the underside is a bright purple color. You might have to hunt for it.
That sounds easy. I'll see what I can do.
An empty jar. Let's look at me.
You quickly brush any dust off your...
Some people call this a good, like, homage to King's Quest, but you can't get soft lock, so... Hey, here's a bird.
It's a beautiful blue and purple bird playing happily in the bird bath.
Let's
you
yoink it.
don't want to...
Yes, I do. Chicken noodle. Oh.
You reach the base of the...
No! Wait, what happened? Oh, no!
Hey, give that back.
Silly Bard. It's mine now. I keep it.
Wait, what just happened?
That pixie stole your book of songs.
Oh.
That was my father's book. I need that to be able to play most of my songs.
It's mine now, little Bard. Better learn some new
yoinked from? What the heck? I'm gonna call the fairy police.
Hello there, Chucker.
Oh,
What can you tell me about the fairy realm?
well, I mean, obviously it's a magical place. There are little pixies that live in here. There's a stupid troll who lives under a bridge to the south. Probably the nearest part is the Isle of the Honored.
What can you tell me about pixies?
They're quite annoying. They squeak when they talk. They live in a tree in the north past the Crystal and Opus Pond.
Okay, that's good to know.
What can you tell me about the Isle of the Honored?
Well, the only way to get to the island is to pay the fairy. He's a bit quiet. He weirds me out, but I hear he likes music.
What can you tell me about the troll?
That stupid troll. I hate that guy. He probably wants something stupid.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about town?
Well, Stefan runs the store on the west end of town. There's also a library there. Oh, on the east end of town, Glenda runs her shop. Brother Cutchin lives in the old monastery, and Elka lives in and runs the tavern.
So there's another shop.
And of course, the king lives in the great tree.
What a town.
Goodbye to you, Finn, and good luck.
What a town. It's got 2 shops, a tavern, a monastery, and a library. That's the town. Neat.
You walk into the eastern part of Cran Naoim. You can see an old monastery and a potion store here,
Ooh, potions.
amongst many other homes and residences.
Monastery, potions, house.
You can't just go barging into these homes. The queen isn't going to go hiding in someone's home.
How do I know that? That's quite the assumption to make,
You
sir.
enter the old and neglected monastery.
Wow, there's one dude in here.
Greetings, young bard. I am Brother Kunshen. Welcome to our monastery, and what's left of it for certain.
Are you the queen?
The pleasure is mine, sir. I don't suppose you have seen the queen.
Ha! No, dear boy. You must be more clever than that for the king's challenge.
I know, but it never hurts to ask. Sometimes the answers are more simple than others make them out to be.
Right you are. Well, I'm still working on repairs for this place. Take a look around. Have a rest if you need it. The Order of the Thorne serves all who would need its help.
Yeah, I recognize this voice.
Tell me about the Order of the Thorne.
Well, that is a long and involved story for sure.
Well, my father was Donal of Galway. I was told he was a friend to the Order.
Indeed he was, which means you must be Finn.
Yes, I am.
Your father was a great man. I spent much time with him in our battles against evil. He was not only the finest musician I ever knew, he could also turn a phrase like no one else. The stories he wove in his songs are those of legend. We all certainly miss him.
None more than I.
I am sure of that, my son.
Tell me about Cran Naoim.
The Fairy Kingdom and its fairest city are a wonderful place. I've only come to live here recently, but in the past few months, I've come to love the land and its people.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Best to you,
Later,
Finn the
nerd.
Bard. The Order is always here for you.
You aren't a religious person yourself. You don't feel the need.
Your music is enough for you.
You move closer to one to touch it.
Ah, I see you're admiring the pillars. Each one represents an aspect of our god's personality.
Really? That's so interesting.
No, not really. I'm just jesting with you.
Nah.
It's way too small.
Wait, I thought there was a tavern over here. It's just a potion shop. That's it. There's no tavern. I was lied to. Maybe.
Hello, and welcome to my potion shop. Please let me know if I can help.
You thumb through the book a bit, but it's all about potions and their creation. You don't understand most of it.
It's Glinda.
Hello, shopkeeper. I'm Finn, the Bard.
Welcome to my shop, good bard. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to trade with you right now. I'm in the middle of trying to make some new potions.
That's okay. I'm actually looking for the Queen. I'm taking part in the King's Challenge.
Are you the Queen?
Oh, that's terribly exciting!
It is.
How can I help you?
Well, first off, are you the Queen?
What can you tell me about potions?
Potions are wonderful things. They can heal the sick, help the wounded, even give people inspirations when they're feeling down.
Ooh, that sounds pretty cool.
What can you tell me about a restore potion?
Well, I don't have any of my own made right now. I'm all out of Yuli juice, which is the main component.
Yuli juice?
I'd also need a large piece of fruit. And then I have to take the potion to some of the magic crystals that grow in this valley.
Yuli juice. Fruit. Crystals.
What can you tell me about crystals?
They hum with the power of the earth, which gives the potions their full potency. I can give you the potion, but you have to make sure to set it amongst the crystals. You'll know by the reaction if the potion is at full potency and ready to be used.
What can you tell
you'll know.
Wrong button.
What can you tell me about the Queen?
The Queen is truly the King's match, equal, and muse. She is clever and cunning, and definitely helped him plan this year's challenge.
What can you tell me about Cranley?
No doubt.
The city is my home, and I love it so. But it is lonely for me here, with no one to call my own.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Farewell, Finn the Bard. Best of luck on your quest.
Or should she like being like, hey, you know, seems odd to just say that, you know. No, I don't want to go to the potion shop. No, I don't. I don't think there's a tavern. I think I was lied about the tavern. I think I was lied to. What's up here? Whoa. Oh, here's the tavern.
You enter the...
Hello there.
Hello, Bard. How is your search for the Queen going?
Well, I suppose it's just begun, really.
I'll admit I haven't had much luck myself.
I haven't either at this stage.
No, don't.
But I won't
don't
give
tell
up
them
yet.
the truth.
I've decided that instead of wandering to and fro, looking everywhere in the fairy realm, I'll wait here and think about where the Queen could be hidden.
That's an interesting idea you've got there.
Oh yes, the atmosphere of this little pub really helps me to clear my head and think clearly. You should join me. It might give you an idea of where to look next.
As a bard, most of my time is spent composing or thinking.
Indeed it is, indeed.
I think I'm better off exploring and searching for the Queen as opposed to sitting around. Thank you for the offer, though. It is greatly appreciated.
Think nothing of it. I'll be here for a while if you change your mind.
Is he hitting on me too?
Hello there.
Welcome to my tavern. I'm Elka, and I'm the publican of the Woodland Tavern, and I'm always pleased to have a bard grace my establishment.
Thanks, Elka. I'm Finn, and I'm here to participate in the King's Challenge.
Well, the Queen's not here, unfortunately, but you are most welcome to rest here if you wish.
Thanks.
I was wondering the same thing. What kind of accent is it?
What can you tell me about the fairy realm?
Oh, the Fairy Realm is a magical and amazing place. Besides the town, there's a lot of magical and beautiful places to visit. To the west lies the border with the Kingdom of Spiders. They might seem creepy, but they're highly intelligent and social. There's a nasty swamp to the north. Just outside the swamp, you can find Ted and the old turtle. They're fishing buddies. Be brave, go exploring. You'll see what we have to offer.
It's a Urian accent, obviously, because we're in your accent.
What can you tell me about this bar?
I own and run the Woodlands Tavern. I've been here for over 100 years now, and I don't think I'll be retiring anytime soon. My daughter Arday and I live in a little house down below.
It's the worst accent you've ever heard.
What can you tell me about your daughter?
Arday is a joy. She's away at the moment picking some flowers for her art. She's a painter and makes her own paints and dyes from flowers and other plants. She's been gone a few days now, but I'm sure she'll be back soon if you'd like to meet her. She loves wandering around the realm. I think it gives her inspiration for her paintings. Not that I don't worry, of course, but the fairy realm is very safe, and she's a capable woman.
Oh yes, I always enjoy spending time with other artists. They can tell me so many things.
Well, she doesn't talk. Hasn't since she was a little girl. But I'm sure you'll be good friends. She loves music.
I look forward to meeting her.
Does she have the same weird accent as you?
Can I play here?
Anytime. We don't deal with money in the fairy realm, but I can offer you lodging and food if you need it.
Thank you. That's very kind.
Don't mention it. My patrons would always love to hear a song.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, bar.
The shelves contain a number of items that appear of a personal nature for the barkeep.
1 in every 10 words is wild. Yeah.
A large, beautiful vase.
Let's take
That's
it.
way too...
Aww. Okay, let's leave. I think we just need to leave. We might need to come back, but I think now we just leave. Okay, the tavern is annoyingly... We were just talking about that. We were just talking about that. Actually. What is it? I don't know. Lake Hill. Let's go to the lake.
You don't need to go swimming at the
but I want to. Can I use the map?
That doesn't... You take a look at... This is a tree where many pixies are known to live.
How do we get there? So I can't. This isn't like a quick. So we need to go to the pixie tree. That's what we need to do. All right.
This is...
How do I get out of here? So I guess we go this way. Let's walk.
There's no... Nope. None of these are royal.
Hey, there's crystals.
You couldn't take these crystals if you want.
So if we get a potion, I can put it there. What are you doing?
Hello, Fowlon.
What can I do for you,
I just saw you at the tavern!
Have you seen any pixies?
Yes, actually. They live in a grove up north of here.
I think it's someone trying to do an accent and failing miserably.
How are you doing?
I'm well. Just trying to figure out where the Queen could be.
Tell me about Lord Sinister.
Well, he was the scariest man I have ever encountered. I'm just glad none of us have to ever see him again.
Tell me about Cran Neoin.
Well, it is where I was born and raised, originally, but I left home as a young fairy, and have traveled the world and had many adventures. I always wished to return home, and I thought it was time to now. Just in time for the good old King's Challenge.
Tell me about adventure.
Adventure, you say? I've had my fair share. Well, no adventure compares to the time I went shopping with a female companion of mine. I barely escaped with my life.
Bye.
Good luck, Bob.
Bye, nerd.
You'd never find the queen in time if you tried to carry this.
More crystals.
You spend a good 10 minutes searching the log thoroughly. Nothing.
Oh, I can just cross the water.
As you take a closer look, you realize this flower is wilting and won't survive if it stays planted here. You decide to take it with you. As gently as you can, you pull the flower from its small grassy aisle.
Hey, that's a point sound. We just heard a point sound. I would like to know. It went blah. It wasn't a great point sound, but it was a point sound nonetheless.
Nope. No. Nope.
No. Hey, there's the jerk. Hey, jerk. Give me my stupid book back, you jerk.
You appreciate the leaves. That didn't accomplish.
What do you want?
Forgive me, little fairy, but you've got my songbook. It's very precious to me, and I'd like it back.
Silly man, we're pixies, not fairies. Everybody knows that. And don't even think about trying to take our book. We found it, and it's ours.
It's not yours. You stole it right out of my hands, and I would like it back.
No, it's ours now.
There must be something we can work out.
Well, maybe
I can
there's
throw a rock at
something we
you.
could do. We lost our harp in the swamp, and we want it back. It's so much nicer than this dirty old book.
If you know where it is, why can't you get it yourself?
A terrible creature lives there. The biggest, most baddest monster ever.
Yeah, I can turn
We
the
don't want
voices
to go
off.
near
Why?
it. It's scary.
So, if I retrieve your harp, you will return my book?
Yes. Just get our harp.
Cause, yeah, you go here and you click this and then you click this and you say text only. Then you've got just text. See? That's how you do it. And I can also turn them down.
This pixie. When you touch the tree, you feel the power of the fairy realm flow through it. You realize you can't climb this tree for fear of damaging it.
You can also turn specifically the narrator off. But you can't turn individual characters off. Other than the narrator. Alright, well, swamp. The swamp. We gotta get a thing from the swamp.
You touch the webs lightly and find them extremely sticky.
I can't allow you to pass.
I'm sorry, Madame Spider, but I need to pass.
Whatever for, dear young bard.
I'm trying to find the queen for the king's challenge.
Ah, a good and noble bard. No doubt on his way to sing songs of glory.
That's what I'd like to do. I just need to have a proper adventure before I can write my magnum opus.
I'm sure you will, young one. So I will tell you this. Beyond this point lies the kingdom of spiders, and you do not want to visit there for this challenge.
Why not?
Look, kiddo. The king ordered that I not let anyone pass beyond this point. The queen is somewhere within the fairy realm, and no further.
I see. Sorry to bother. Thank you for your help.
Perhaps someday we might meet again under other circumstances. We spiders.
I feel like they intended there to be more games in this series, and there weren't.
And not the monsters people often paint.
I will always remember that.
Farewell, little bard. Perhaps you will sing songs of me someday.
Count on it.
I hope you don't find my voice annoying. Because I did. I may have done a voice for a game. It's possible.
Trolls are renowned they are too stupid to learn the common tongue. They live near bridges, and they love treasure. Suffice to say, he wouldn't understand if you spoke to him, and even if he did, he wouldn't care. Trolls are suffice.
Alright, let's
you
walk
attempt
past.
to get. That was close. You'd better try to find another.
Go that way. Haha.
You can't.
Get wrecked, troll. Get wrecked. I went a different way. There we go. Look at that. Oh no!
Darn it all! Would you two stop following me?
Little sir, all we wanted to do was help. We're just trying to help.
Lass, 'tis the most willing horse that gets worked to death first. And sure as flowers can grow in dung, you two will be the death of me.
But, little sir, we just have to make sure you get home all right.
And you were in such a tizzy a few moments ago.
A tizzy? I ain't now, nor have I ever been in a tizzy. What a terrible thing to say to a gnome. Besides, I wasn't in trouble. I was just caught off guard a bit is all.
But you almost fell into the river. To think of those raging currents. Little sir, you could have washed up, well, who knows where.
I would never have fallen in the river, lass. And what's more, you can call a gnome stout, you can call a gnome stocky, but you cannot call a gnome little. Lucky they're of the gentle sex, or I'd have words with them fistlock. Insulting strangers in the forest.
All we wanted to do was help.
Some people simply have no manners at all.
Forgive us, good stranger. We've not met before.
No, we haven't. Although I saw you in the King's Court earlier. I'm Finn.
Oh, yes, the bard. I love music. I'm Red, and my friend here is Snow.
It's a pleasure to meet you both, ladies. Do you play any music yourself, Red?
Oh, no. I love listening to a beautiful song, but I have no talent in that area myself.
She writes her own songs, you know, Finn.
Don't tell him that, Snow. They're not very good.
If a song is written with love and attention, then it's a good song. I would be honored to hear your song if you'll teach it to me.
It's called An Ode to Peace, and may help to soothe a troubled soul.
I don't have my songbook though.
Red sings her song to you, and you memorize it to play it again in the future.
Thank you for teaching me your song, Red. I shall play it with pride.
But I feel like I should teach you a powerful song I know.
Hey, we're getting
I know
taught
it will
songs.
be useful to you, and we are sworn to always help others.
Is it Oscar Mayer Wiener? The Oscar Mayer Wiener song?
Snow sings her song to you, Stairway to the Other World. It feels dark and mysterious, but you learn it quickly.
This song is said to be so mournful, it can make even the dead feel.
I do appreciate learning both your songs, ladies, but I really should return to my search for the Queen.
Oh yes, we should too. We were looking everywhere, but we came across the little gnome, and he seemed in trouble, so we stopped to help him.
But he's so rude. Although it's better to help people in need if you can. We must be back to our search. Though, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
The dead feel? It's enough to make the dead feel.
Perhaps we were too hard on the little sir after all.
We should go and see if he's all right.
You don't... He said don't call him little.
Welcome to your songbook. To use the lute in hard mode, you start by pressing the button which denotes the song you wish Finn to play.
Hard mode?
Pay close attention to the notes which are played, and then replicate them by pressing those strings in the same order. If you use the lute in easy mode, simply pressing the song button. Have fun!
Okay. You can switch it to hard or easy. Okay, cool. But I don't have my songbook, so that's not good.
You gain your footing and...
Alright, I did it. Oh no! I clicked out of it.
There's the High Priest, one of your fellow challengers.
Hello there.
Hey, it's fruit.
What do you want? I'm in a hurry here.
Sorry, I wanted to inquire how you were getting on in the challenge.
Why would I tell you that? I want to win this for my king, so I'm not likely to tell some scruffy bard where the queen is, even if I knew.
So you don't know either then?
That's not what I said. Besides, what would a bard want with the prize anyway? Want to buy some new clothes?
It's not a profitable life, that's true. But bards live to please and serve others. We bring joy to other people. But I'm sure you don't understand that concept.
Burn!
And you're leaving the fairy realm in that direction. Obnoxious man.
You don't want to take...
Those are flowers, apparently. Hey, we got a flower.
And the queen is obviously past here. Otherwise, you wouldn't be guarding this place. Now let me pass.
You see one guard shrug slightly to the other.
Yeah.
That Abdon, he's always been an arrogant fool.
He'll certainly never find the queen that way.
He's heading in absolutely the wrong direction.
Oh, quiet now. Here's another challenger. This is the eastern border of the fairy realm. You need not go beyond here, challenger.
Hello, guards. What can you tell me about Abdon?
He's always been an arrogant fool.
He couldn't find his way out of bed once. He'll probably get lost going home.
What can you tell me about the woods?
Well, it's mostly peaceful here. Up north here, there's a ferry to the Isle of the Honoured.
There's an ornery troll to the west who lives under the bridge and guards it when he feels feisty.
What can you tell me about the fairy?
She's a quiet person, takes the reverence of the Isle of the Honoured quite seriously.
I've only ever heard him once in my life. And that moment, he's singing a dirge of such melancholic beauty, it made me cry.
Oh, that's the... I got a song to...
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye.
I don't need anything from them. I think I got a song to get me across the ferry thing.